Hello everybody and welcome, my name is Ursa and today in my ever increasingly complicated and fraught achievement hunting, I've realised that there are a lot of scenarios in Civ that I've never played that have a bunch of achievements on them. Naturally, we're going to have to get these. Now I've been asked by various people in the comments and on Discord to play these scenarios for a long time. They've been in the game pretty much since every single piece of DLC was released. Here's a fun fact for you, I have never played a scenario on Civ 6 ever. I've never played one. Why? I have no idea. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going into this completely blind, and as I see it, there is no possible consequence or variation of what could happen that might make me regret that. Let's just jump into this utterly blind. Oh, but before we do that, let's have a look at the achievements that we could possibly get. The achievements are as follows. No more worlds to conquer. Win Conquests of Alexander on any difficulty. Easy. All we have to do is win. You are demonstratively the greatest, or greatest. Achieve the highest possible rank in Conquests of Alexander at Deity difficulty. Now, I don't know what highest possible rank is. I'm assuming if we win Deity, we've got to be pretty close to it, but we'll find out. He named them all after himself. Settle 4 cities in Conquests of Alexander on any difficulty. 4 cities? That can't be too hard. And Resplendent Panoply. Panoply? Yeah, Resplendent Panoply. Possess all of the following after conquering a city in Conquest of Alexander. Hoplite, Saka Horse Archer, Marianu, Chariot Archer, Immortal, and Varu. So we're going to be doing a lot of conquest, and I think I've got to pick up a lot of units whilst I do it. Good to know, eh? How hard could it be? What have we got to do? We've got 37 turns on Deity to conquer every city on the map using great generals and generally being good. Alright, how hard could it be? Well, in order to get this to work, I already had to disable every single UI mod I use, so it's already going to be painful, but never mind. Oh yes, and of course we've loaded in a very old version of the game. This should be fun. Well, I already started that well by moving an archer accidentally, but never mind, we'll go back to this. So, what are the rules? No tech tree, no civic tree, or policies, diplomacy, or religion. We are at war with everyone, peace is not possible, and city occupation penalty lasts the entire scenario. Good. If Alexander the Great General is killed, the scenario is lost. Very good. If any other great general is eliminated, they are just removed from play. Great general points are only earned from killing units with your special units. Receive the 3 unit when capturing a city with a palace or wonder while Alexander is within 1 tile, as follows. Athens, 2 hoplites. Babylon, 1 archer. Halicarnassus, a galley. Maracanda is 1 Saka horse archer. I am struggling to find that city though. It exists somewhere on the map. I guess we'll find it. Oh, to the north up here. There we go. Memphis is a chariot archer. You've got Persia. That's got to be somewhere around here, right? Oh, there we go. 2 immortals. And Patala is 1 Varu. So pretty much we have to conquer everything in order to get the achievement. That's going to be really tough, but I think we should be fine. Now, what can Pella do? Pella has got an encampment. It's got some very productive tiles. It's working some pretty good tiles. Now, I could improve this city further. It's just about whether or not we think building the economy of a city is going to be worth it or not. Difficult to know. I think going for Athens at the very, very minimum, I've got to do that first. 2 hoplites. It's a really big bonus. Well, here's Alexander the Great, anyway, plus 3 movement from Great General. That's pretty good. And then I've also got my Hetarai, which are 15 combat bonus from Great General, and then plus 3 movement. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, so keeping my units next to Alexander the Great is a big thing. Well, this is where we've got to go, isn't it? Absolutely where we've got to go. I can't see my own stats, so that's a bit unfortunate. Here we go. So I'm Macedon. I've got plus 1 movement on settlers. All cities start with 2 population in the granary. District production time has decreased and encampment start with my unique building. Perfect. I also have no war weariness. Military units heal when I capture units of the World Wonder. You can see the Oracle there is a World Wonder. Alright, well, in that case, we need to attack as soon as we can. I think 36 strength horsemen that get more power when they attack units next to that is good, but 38 strength, my special units, I mean, these are really, really good. So I'm tempted to build another one of that. Oh, damn, Alexander the Great just ran out of movement. That's not good by moving into the zone of control. Remember that. It's all good. We will figure this stuff out pretty quick. Move that unit in for some flanking. Does flanking exist in this version of Civ? Not against districts. Good to know. Anyway, so these are the unique units, are our footmen. They have more support bonus. They get general points for every unit defeated. They also get strength against districts. So we'll try and do that, and bam, it takes... I mean, that's pretty good. Absolutely, we just took the district in one go. These hoplites are very, very strong, and especially strong against cavalry, which isn't useful. I do have a promotion. I could get charged, but I think for now, what I'm going to do is just move them in and get a couple of pot shots off against Athens, just to lower it down, and we should be able to take it next turn. Try and salvage this archer. We'll start attacking that encampment. I think breaking encampments down is a pretty good idea, to be fair. And do I want to fight? I do want to get my unit out pretty quick, but I'm going to actually defend the encampment just for a second. This settler, oh, you know what? I could go and get the one. I've just realized how big the territory is in cities. I'm assuming I can't work anything out of the usual tiles, but actually improving some of these tiles would be good. I would like to know what I could build. That would be a good thing. Let's get a builder going. Actually, a battering ram as well would be useful. We need those two things first, and then a settler starts with 6 movement. Of course it does. It's nuts. If I just move to this tile there and settle down immediately, I might just do that. Let's do it in the first tile. So that's my first city. I need to settle 4 of these to make this work. I don't have the gold right now to do much, so let's put a turn into a builder, but we'll work this out. This is fine. Okay, turn 1. Let's see how the AI responds. I'm assuming Persia fights independently from the rest of the city-states, and it probably is programmed to be like a sort of city-by-city thing, but we'll see how that goes. So I'm pretty sure we can do this with minimal casualty. Let's just bring you to there. I'll bring Alexander the Great down a tile, and then we can go 1 attack, 2 attack, take Athens. The city is mine. Keep it. Yes. Now it says I receive a 3 unit. I don't see any 3 units. Do they appear next turn? I don't know. But we'll repair things first, and then have I got the hoplite ability and I can't build them. So I think the 3 units are going to be the only thing that I can really use, but never mind. Oh well, at the very minimum, the movement seems to be, the healing seems to be working on the city-state, my unit. So, what am I talking about? It's all good. It all seems to be working fine for now, and this encampment is almost dead just from some archer attacks, so that's good. Ursa, you fool! Alexander had to be next to the city to get the 3 units. Okay, we learned. You know what, I'm going to start again, but that's good to know. All right, let's try this again. We've kind of learned a few things about what we're doing. We realize we've got some things we need to be very careful of. So what I'm going to do first, move Alexander the Great down 1 tile, and then we'll go for the familiar kill of the encampment. That seemed to work really nicely. After that, I'm going to move Alexander the Great down to the tile next to Athens, and then I'll bring my Hittore down, like so. 2 of them are now down on this tile. We can go 1, 2 on Athens, bring the city pretty much down to 0 health. Might be able to get some great general points here thinking about it. I'm going to bring my archer down as well, because I actually have 40 combat strength when I'm near Alexander the Great, which is pretty impressive. So we'll do an attack on that hoplite, and I might be able to kill it with my Hypastist. Oh, that's such a difficult one to say. Should be fine on it though. But yep, the settler is going to move and settle onto that city. I like that. Just gives me a little bit of a blocker. Then we can go builder, battering ram. I think that's a good start. I don't know if it's a good start. Who really knows what on earth is going on this mode? There's the turn 1. Seems like they just sort of retreat. Oh yeah, look, 5 general points there. Did you see that? Yeah, it's both my unique units will earn great general points. How many do I need for the next great person? 10 kills. Oh, lovely. Okay, right, yeah, we need to kill units. Killing units is actually much more important than I thought it would be. I'm going to move this unit down 1, get my archer to attack, then I'm going to get this unit to kill. Perfect, there's 5 general points, but we're not going to hang around beyond that. And then, because Alexander the Great is next to the city, take Athens. There we go. Then I get my 2 hoplites. Oh, thank goodness. Now I can move forward, and we can start to bring these to the front line and just move Alexander the Great up 1, making sure he's still within 2 tiles of all of my army. And yeah, we begin to make our way forward. Athens repairs everything for me. I could even build some galleys. Actually, galleys might be pretty useful for Halicarnassus a bit later. Tyre, Gaza. Tarsus, there are some good cities that I could be attacking, so we might as well just do that. I'm going to go 1, move you to there, then we let them move. Okay, so it looks like Persia have definitely built up a little bit of an armed force near me, but nothing that I should worry about fully. Oh, wow. +3 movement on all of my units when standing next to Alexander the Great. Now that is pretty effective. So move you down 1 tile, move you down a tile, and then, oh, my Hatorite can make it all the way down there, and then Alexander the Great on top of that can move even closer. Oh, this is suddenly very effective. Kill the encampment like so. We'll double check. Sparta is not a city that I need to have my units stood next to, so I might as well. Doesn't really make any sense to attack the city, so I'm going to pull back a tile, give myself the promotion, and then pull Alexander the Great back. Oh, I can't move you back 1 tile. Ah, that's annoying. Okay, this unique unit's not going to get involved. Yeah, the reason for that was basically, oh, no. Don't move Alexander the Great there. He's going to die. That's a misclick. I've got to be so careful on this. Let's just reload this turn. All right, let's try that again, but without killing Alexander this time. That could be preferable. There we go. Yeah, the misclicks can be very, very brutal this game. If Alexander the Great stands next to an enemy unit, he's dead. And there's not much we can do. Oh, a galley is going to go across and try and take Athens. Intriguing. Especially because I can't actually build myself a wall. We'll have to hope that that's not a permanently damaging thing. Although the health of this city's pretty weak. Could be a problem, that. Absolutely could be a problem. Alexander, move in 1 further tile. Good. There you go. Now I can get that kill, give myself some more general points, and I've got my unique unit is kind of ready to attack, but doesn't have the ability to get the full damage in. So we'll just pull you forward 1, get the archer to attack with quite a lot of attack on Sparta, actually. The archers can do some pretty major damage. Hitori in, 1 attack on Sparta, and then 2 to take the city. Bam. Like that. Steal the builder. Do I get the general points because there was a unit in the city? Alas, I do not. Well, Sparta counts as occupied and so won't grow. That's useful to know. It should be working golden production. Food growth is not a relevant thing. Pella actually is about to grow, however, and it can work a 2-2 tile pretty soon. Might just leave it to do that. And do I just use my melee units? Is that the best thing to do, or do I get more horses? I do like the fact the horses are so quick. That is a useful thing, but my swordsman units are very strong against districts, so let's build one of those. I've only got 1. And to be honest, getting a couple of settlers might be a good idea. I do need to think about doing a little settling in order to get the other achievement. Let's see how the AI responds. Pretty poorly, to be fair, and the galley is disappearing. Very interesting. Now, Halicarnassus does have an immortal sat in it. It's also got itself a garrison. Don't like that. That's not very nice. To get my battering ram in, I need it in a lot quicker than it's currently making its way down. This is where the gold actually would have been really handy, just to buy another battering. Let's buy a second battering ram. You can never have enough battering rams. That's just one thing I've learned in Civ. So the battering ram will have 5 movement next turn, and this is an ancient wall, isn't it? It is indeed. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's going to make its way down. That's fine. Shall I take Gordian instead and then flank Halicarnassus? That could be a good move. It's 36 strength though, and Alexander the Great can't be in 2 places at once, as tempting as it would be to think that I could. Luckily though, I can get this archer in to do a little bit of damage, move Alexander the Great down a tile, and then get the kill. I think, yeah, earning these great generals, that's got to be a priority. I feel like having another great general is going to be a huge, huge bonus for me slightly later into the game. I don't know why. Just do. Alexander is moved now into the middle of the continent. That means I can get a good archer attack on the city, and it just lures their defensive units out, thinking they can attack one of my archers. I mean, they can if they want, but it won't do them any good. Builder with 4 charges. It's a very precise amount of charges. Interesting. Is it because, oh yes, of course, technically Persia owns the pyramids. Oh, that's good. Good to know. Oh well, let's just see how the game reacts to what I'm doing. Yes, as hoped, they brought the horsemen out. That will come back to haunt them. Right, first of all, this battering ram is going to make use of all of its movement to move next to Halicarnassus. This immortal is tough, and it's in the way. So I'm actually going to use these archers. I think they've got the movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stand on top of the hill, and to fire at the Immortal, which is going to be what I'm going to do. 1, 2. Now I can bring my Hatoroi down, but I need Alexander the Great to come down just one tile before I do that. Actually, no, I'm going to get this one in to do it, just to attack like so. Here we go. General points are good. And now I can attack the city, which is quite handy. You move to that. Oh, no, the movement sometimes it does stuff like that, and you're like, that's really annoying. Okay. Never mind. We'll bring you down. I'll get you to attack the horseman. I'll get the hoplite to finish it off like so. Get this hoplite. It's going to attack the city just to do a little bit of damage. But before we do that, bring Alexander the Great in. Perfect. That just weakens it. And now we move next to the city like so in order to make sure that we can take it next turn. I don't know what the point of getting all this wine is in my empire. I won't lie, but it's relatively fun to do. What empire doesn't want a load of wine? That's what I say. I'm suddenly feeling that catapults are going to be quite important in this. Being able to move and fire, having 35 bombard strength with 15 from Alexander's ability to buff it, that's all pretty decent. So yeah, I'm tempted to say that that's going to be very helpful here. Oh, I've just realized how big an attack we can do on Halicarnassus here. Let's go 1 to basically remove the wall in one go. Yep, it does. Remove the wall pretty much in one go. Then I can go 2 on the attack there. Is that likely? I don't know if that's going to guaranteed kill. So we'll get the archer to attack. I believe Halicarnassus will give me something. It'll give me a galley. It's quite handy, isn't it? Bam. Like so. Perfect. And actually, we've got this galley totally trapped now, so it can't get through to Athens. Oh, interestingly, encampments on this mode actually give gold. I don't know how or why, but they do. That's interesting. What? It doesn't tell me why that's happening. But sure, okay, well, building an encampment then is really important because gold is something I can just transfer. So, yep, there we go. We'll just build it in one turn. Gordion is not a city I need to worry about in terms of it having Alexander the Great next to it. So we'll just run in and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 to finish it off. That city's mine as well. Yeah, the encampment's worth 4 gold, and then the building within it gives me gold as well. I love it. Yes, more of this in my life. Thank you. That's brilliant. Let's get a sattler going. It's going to take me a few turns, but that's okay. I feel like Athens building a navy is going to be a good idea in the longer run. Yeah, I mean, the navy can't really go anywhere, but it can help me just to take a couple of these coastal cities like Tyre, Gaza, yeah, Tarsus. Man, having such a large movement bonus is huge. I don't know about the feasibility of this, but I've got to think about what we're going to do with Alex the Great, because he needs to be next to all of the important cities. Now, Memphis is one of them, but Thebes is not. So I've got to get Alexander down to Memphis to take the city, and then we need to just bring him to the east. Means we need a new general. Oh, this is actually stretching my head more than I thought it would. One decent thing I've noticed, or I say decent, it's a good thing for me, is the AI seems to be incredibly bad at moving units around from one place to another. Seems to very much be doing it on a sort of what is in front of me right now situation, and then going from there. Who knows what the AI will end up doing, but I think it's fairly predictable at the moment. So right now we'll take that. 1, 2, Tarsus. Oh, is not mine. Thought I'd be able to take that pretty easily, but no. Okay, fine. That is now mine. And I can lead the charge using my units and my hoplites, which is quite a tempting thing. Just take this central city. I actually don't know how much of the map is unexpected. It looks like there might be mountains that have been put into the game to kind of funnel us in. That's okay. I don't mind a slightly bound map. Sometimes the maps can be so big that you're like, what's happening? I'll just do a couple of attacks quickly just to level my units up. Pull Alexander the Great back. 1 tile. Okay, they're counterattacking. It's to be expected. I had to bring Alexander away from the front lines in order to resupply myself here a little bit, but we can do that nicely. Well, here's a catapult. Let's have a look at this. So it's got 5 movement because it starts within range, and oh yeah, look at that, 50 strength when it attacks Tyre. I think these catapults are going to be very handy, so we'll keep an eye on these. Looks like all pillaging just heals health. That's good to remember. 1 kill like that. Then we'll get another kill. Bring you to there like that. Move you to there, bring Alexander forward 1 tile, get another kill. We must be close now. 2 more kills and we should have a great general. Actually, Tarsus is a really good city. These iron tiles seem to be the best tiles on the board. They've got a lot of production. The game has definitely been changed to improve production on certain tiles. You need to remember that. And Hatoroi actually have the movement to use the road to get to the front line. So if I'm going to build reinforcements from my home base, it's got to be these cavalry units. Remember to pillage for health. Oh yeah, marauding. That's a combat bonus we like. My unique unit can get a kill there, which is great. I can now use my hoplite to do some damage, get the kill. That means I now have enough for another great general. 10 combat strength and 1 movement to all tile units within 2 tiles. It's like a slightly worse version, but I can immediately get them to the front line, which is really handy. Most importantly, the catapult can get in range almost instantaneously in order to wreak maximum damage on this city. 1 attack followed by, we're going to almost have this city. The presence of the immortal in it is a little bit annoying. But it's alright, we might as well just do the damage to the city. Alexander can get to Tyre, I believe, next turn, then to Gaza, then to Memphis, with just one city at a time. Well, this great general doesn't have as much combat strength, but it does have 2 movement rather than 1. Interesting. Alright, well, that's so far. We've got some different strategies here. I'm enjoying how this game has, already changed quite a lot my strategies from what I thought I was going to do. And these road connections are so essential. They basically mean that I've got double movement when I'm moving my troops around. It makes a big difference. Anyway, here we go. City taken. Bam. Another one bites the dust. Now, on to Tyre. So clearly I'm being pulled in 2 different directions here, but I really, really need Alexander to be stood outside Memphis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring both generals down south. Once I've got Memphis, I'm going to leave one of the generals behind. Then Alex will move over and I'll mop up with sort of a remaining army. And then hopefully by that point, we'll have another general. More generals is all the better. Now I'm producing some settlers, but otherwise my cities are producing heterois. They are really, really quick. Well, I say that. They're producing encampments and then heterois, but otherwise we're very much just focusing on these cavalry units. They're very powerful. And my gold is pretty much just going into catapults, which with Alexander the Great will receive more movement. 1, and then we'll bring you to there. Then I can shoot just over the top directly and attack Tyre like that. In fact, I'm just going to bring this galleon. It'll help quite a lot. In comes the battering ram, move the hoplite round. I think we just completely bypass the units. I mean, I do want to get quite a few kills here, admittedly, but I'm wondering if just taking the city is the better option for me. I need at least one of these hoplites to survive, by the way. These unique units that I'm stealing, they cannot die. Yeah, you know what? I think let's just buy... It's better if they attack my units, to be honest. Oh, Tyre is so close. Actually, I might be able to just take the city with a galley. I can. Oh, that's effective. Yeah, fair play. All right, Alexander can keep moving to the south then. 10 kills. 10 kills is all we need. We get a new great general. So we will push. So you know what? This hoplite's getting weak, though. Very, very weak. I think it's just because the immortals are quite strong. I keep underestimating just how much punch they've got. This great general as well only gives +1 movement. Very strong, but not very maneuverable. So this actually, yeah, this great general needs to come down south. Or what I'll do, no, I'll send them to the east, because I don't think there's any city up until Babylon that I need to worry about with Alexander the Great. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send Seleucus over to take this city. That actually is not a bad idea. Let's quickly take that encampment, kill the horsemen like that. Perfect. And yeah, okay, so off they go. I'm going to take the new city. All the whilst I march in the opposite direction with another person. 9 turns on Heterite. Yeah, it sounds like a lot, but I am chopping out a lot of woods to rush these things through quite fast, so it's not too bad. And another catapult as well. Huzzah! Oh, that hoplite almost died. I need to get a wonder. Memphis would be a great opportunity for me there, but yeah, I need to heal all of my units if I can. That would be great. So in the meantime, I might just need to keep that hoplite away from the front line until they've healed up nicely. Catapult though, 1 attack on the catapult, 2 attacks on the catapult, and I should have enough units to destroy Gaza. Oh my lord, no. That's a turn of delay. I haven't got enough units on the front line here. Oh, that's a bit awkward. Lost a bit of momentum there. Let's just kind of recalibrate the units slightly, make sure Alexander is kind of in the range of everyone. Yeah, like that. That'll help a bit. Well, at any rate, we're sieging this city now as well. So, okay, we're 14 turns in. I have a long way to go, but we are building quite the army now. That's the big difference between how it was now and a few turns ago. It's the momentum of the size of the army that's building. This is really difficult. I don't know. Am I ahead of where I need to be? 15 turns in? I've still got 22 turns, but I feel like there's a lot of the map to do and a lot of spearmen to fight through. Looking at this, spearmen is by far the biggest variation of troop. And oh my lord, Syria up in the north there with walls. There's a horrible looking encampment there, which is crazy. This is going to be difficult to get to. But spearmen, yeah, but there are a lot of spearmen. I might need to work on getting a few archers. Archers attack with a lot of power. With a great general, with volleys, with all of the promotions, they're pretty damn good. So yeah, maybe I need more archers. Maybe that's what this is after all. I don't know. Or I just need more warriors. Look at these, my unique warrior units. Whoop, bam, they just destroy things. Oh, that is admittedly very, very good. There's Gaza. Oh, no, that is not Gaza. Oh, Alexander the Great wasn't close enough. What a fool. What an absolute fool. All right, let's try that again. Here is Gaza. There we go. It won't take much to do this actually, but I do just need to make sure that my catapult can make it to attack this turn. It can. All right, Alexander the Great, move through to there. This catapult moves through in order to promote? Or do I want shells, or grape shot and shrapnel? I kind of want to make these city specialists, so yeah, let's do that. But this catapult now can move into fire and do huge damage. Okay, so I think next turn, Alexander should be able to bring this Heteroi in. One more city taken though. That is Seleucus doing magnificent work. Okay, remember, it's the unique units. Those are the ones that I need to get the kills with. So my archers, they just need to pepper the units, but they can't get the kills. It has to be my unique units that do that. But as I say, the great general points just keep ticking in. We need 6 more kills. We'll get our next unit. Annoyingly, Memphis has actually just increased the strength of its walls. Don't like that, but I think we should still have the combat strength to do this, hopefully. Does my catapult have the movement to get across the river? I hope it does. Yeah, it does. Okay, it was about 3. I knew it was about 3. That's Alexander the Great. In fact, actually, the Heteroi, you come forward one more tile, bring you there. That means Alexander can sit on top of the unit that's not going to move, which means that hopefully he won't get killed, which is lovely. And then I can take the city with Alexander next to it. There's the pyramids. All of my units are healed. And there is a chariot archer, very strong unit. So what I'm going to do is I can't push on Babylon because Babylon, I need to have Alexander the Great there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my generals around now. I'm going to actually spend the turn bringing Seleucus down to the south. I can't because there's a builder in the city. That's a bit annoying. I can't just delete the... Oh no, I can delete the builder. Yep, I can delete the builder. That's good. The builder's useful. It's not that useful. And bam, there we go. Traded the great generals. That means next turn I can do a little swapperoo. Our units are so weak without great generals. It's quite terrifying how much combat strength I lose, but it's okay. We'll keep pushing forward. I have so much gold coming in per turn now. So much gold coming in per turn, and none of my units cost any maintenance at all. So I might as well just keep buying things. What's best? There's only one city really down here, Persia, that has walls. Otherwise it's all 3, so I'm just tempted to build more of my unique unit. So that's what I shall do. Let's see how Persia counterattacks. They're going to take an opportunity to try and attack some of my units here, which is totally legit, seeing as my general is elsewhere. But don't worry, the general will be back with a vengeance. Still grinding those general points, but Seleucus, while you head down to the south, Alexander, back you come, and send you just immediately teleporting in this direction. Gives my archer a nice combat boost there, and actually this archer a combat boost as well. I might just wait one turn on the counterattack hit, just so that my units can all get the benefit of Alexander when he is ready to rock. And a little trick, I don't want my unit to spawn in the encampment, so I'm going to leave the one I bought last turn there, so that my new one goes into the city centre, and then I'll move away. That way both of them actually have Alexander's benefit for next turn. And look at this, because of these amazing road networks, I'm building the horsemen in Pella, and I can just sort of get them to head down the road, and they'll be there in like 4 turns. It's not ideal, built, but they're the fastest unit that I can build to send down the road. I don't think Thebes is going to take long to fall, to be honest with you. We should be able to push through here nicely now. The last city in this area. Oh, I mean, look at the land. That is such a large amount of land for one city. I wish there was a mod that let you do that in the base Civ 6. That would be so fun. Oh, that unit almost died, but survived somehow. We've wasted quite a few turns with this little rearrangement. I don't know if we're going to have enough time to do this. We've got 20 turns. All we can do is press on and have a good crack. But Alexander has made his way back to the front line now. Our archers are in place to unleash Macedonian hell. No, this is the thing. Do I just bypass and go straight for Babylon? Or do I mince through some of these units to try and get my next great general? It's more of a moving great general, this one. A +2 movement, but only +5 combat strength. Not a very handy one. Thing is, I can't actually get through here because there are too many units blocking my way. So I do have... Yeah, I've got to take out some of these units. Let's get some... let's get some general points. Oh, that didn't do... Oh, yeah, because it's out the range of Alexander. Come on, Ursa. Think about this carefully. 1, 2, that's 10 more general points. That's looking nice. There's another unit kill. I can flank Babylon, which would be good, or I can cross the river to kill the archer, which I'm going to do. Another load, and there's another general. Perfect. That's the movement general. What's the next one? Okay, I think I may have got the best general first, and then the others may not be as useful. You know what? Having 2 generals on the movement is really handy for backup. It means I can get reinforcements nicely. Absolutely triple checking. Nope, Thebes does not give me anything. I do not need Alexander the Great in front of it, and the city is taken. Oh, unified Egypt under Macedonian rule. Sorry, Cleopatra. It's always going to happen. Where do I put my encampment? Okay, I think we've got an opportunity to take Babylon this turn. I just need Alexander the Great on the tile there. Okay, fine. Now, what other things can I do this turn? I can actually use my unique unit here to do a little bit of damage because I will heal this turn once I take the Hanging Gardens. Yeah, actually, we're burning through the units here quite nicely. Lots and lots of unit kills. My horse can get round to attack Babylon from the other side. That's good. We can get my hoplite in. Nope, not the hoplite. I want the hypnist because, yeah, far more combat strength. One thing I'm realizing is I need more archers. Archers are definitely something that I need more of because I need them to damage and kill units here. So I'm just going to move Philetus. You go to there. Then actually that'll move the units in. Don't know if we can take Babylon this turn. That's the slightly frustrating thing. So it doesn't matter as long as Alexander starts the next turn already in zone of control so they can move along. I think that's the best thing that I can do. Yeah, so we'll move to this tile. You know what? I might be able to take the city. It's difficult to be certain. It just depends on how much... No, I did a slightly low damage roll there, but it's not a... Oh, no, I took it. There you go. It worked. So I got a 3 archer. Lovely. All right, Persia has to be the priority right now. 2 immortals. That is a big thing. So we've taken Athens, Babylon, Halicarnassus, and Memphis, which means Persia we've got to take, Maracanda we've got to take, and Patala we've got... Okay, right, so we've got only a few absolutely necessary places for Alexander to go. So first of all to Persia, and then I think it makes more sense... Oh, which is the better one to attack? The road actually goes up through there. So actually, Maracanda is the better target first. So that's where we're going to have to go. Alexander's just going to go bam onto this road, following this road through here and up to the north. Okay, that's... I need more troops. I need a lot more troops. Another city founded, by the way. I think I've got to just do 2 more now. Great generals are also going to be really good for maneuverability. I'm going to start encampment training projects. As fun as it is getting horsemen and then running them over the course of the entire map, it's kind of... I'm getting more luck just buying units on the front line with my gold. Yeah, provides gold every turn. Just anything I can do in my cities that gives me gold every turn. Apart from, building the encampment in the first place. That's got to be a good thing for me. And as fun as it is picking off units down to the south, that's not where my great general is going to be the most use. So instead, let's just help the reinforcements get to the front line a little bit. Where's the best place I could pop you for that? There's a horseman there, one there, one there. I think I'm just going to leave them in Tarsus for now. That'll just boost that unit, send them to the front line a little quicker. I'm going to be less picky now about getting unit kills with my unique units. If I can just guarantee that the units won't bother us, that's by far the best thing for me, I think. Actually, scrap that. I need you down in Babylon, new general, because we're going to split our army. I'm going to send one army to the south whilst... Actually, no, scrap that. I'm not sending you to the south. I'm sending Alexander to the south to get Persia whilst... Yeah, okay, no, this is... But more generals needed. I think I've got enough. It's just making sure they're in the correct places. That's the main thing. But Susa, yeah, Alexander, you are definitely needed around Susa. One more city, though. Give this a go. Susa, attack. Good damage roll. That was a pretty good damage roll. Oh, I might be able to do this, you know. I might. Oh, no, 99 health. Okay, yeah, we had a bad damage roll at the end, but a good damage roll to start with, so it's not too bad. I definitely need more catapults. Catapults are really, really good. But here is Susa taken. Another city in Persia. Persia with the immortals. Oh, that's the forbidden fruit that we're after right now. Keep the momentum going. There's my great general. Move the catapult in a little bit. Well, I forgot what the road is. Road is there, isn't it? But 40 strength against the city. These are good attacks. Not as strong as my regular units, but still good attacks. This great general is useless. He's only +5. This one at least is +10. Makes it a little better, but I'm hoping... Oh, Ray is not going to fall. Do I have an archer that can get in? Might be able to... Oh, no, I haven't got enough movement. That's really frustrating. Oh, but I might have the movement, yes, to attack there and then there. Okay, that's Ray taken. Good. I feel like if I don't take a city in a turn, it's a wasted turn. I know that's a very simplistic way of looking at it, and I don't think that's necessarily fair on anybody, but it's how I feel about things right now. It's all about momentum, all about keeping this surge going. On the great general points I get from the projects, nigh on negligible. Like, I think it was 2, but I did get gold. Gold is more important than the general points by a considerable distance. Or general points. Yes. Oh, you're going to build an immortal in that city, are you? Interesting. 43 strength. Oh, that is a tough city. That really is. When Persia chooses to fortify these cities, it is brutal. I think we can push past, though, because there's the encampment. Oh, no. I didn't have Alexander the Great in. Oh, how many times am I going to forget that? Too many times. Oh man, I don't have another uniquely weak unit, but I can rush in and take the encampment with. I guess the hoplite might be the closest thing, but I need you to attack Persia. Yeah, go on, man. Right, let's attack that. At least that immortal is dealt with now. Oh well, at any rate, Alexander's got to get into range of Persia now. At least we're there. That's a good thing. The biggest thing I'm struggling with at the moment is how to get reinforcements to the front line quickly, because I keep moving all my troops on my encampments, which means that they take longer than I want to get to the front line. Siege towers would be good if there were walls for me to defeat, but there aren't. I just, you know what, more of these swordsmen. They by far do the most damage to the city walls, so I just need to take advantage of them where I can. Yeah, this general I've been using to kind of like move my troops around a little bit, but next turn I need to actually move them to the front line and start to use them a little bit more just to cycle new units to the front line, like stand them next to the catapults. I think that's going to be the better thing for me to do. Where have you gone, unit? Yeah, here you are. There we go. There's the great general that I was waiting for. So which actually could be helpful. I can now, actually, that makes even more sense because I've just bought that unit. There you go. Now they're going to have 4 movement, which should get them to the front line really quickly. One more city. That one's not named after Alexander. Well, I kind of guess it is, but it's not really. So they're just attacking units. Don't mind that at all. Oh, Persia has to fall this turn. It really does. Let's catapult. Actually, do we want to... I'm just trying to think of the ordering here. What's more effective? This hoplite can get involved. This unit can get involved. This unit can get involved, and I've got a little bit extra if I need it. No, I don't have the movement to get around unless that horseman dies. So it's these 3 units have got to be the ones to get the kill. Let's go for the hoplite first. Walls are down. Oh, it's going to be really close. I don't know if we're going to do it. Might be next turn. All of these delays for Alexander are terrifyingly annoying. Because, yeah, I just can't push my units through. The spearmen, these spearmen are an absolute pain. It's the zone of control. That's the most annoying thing here, the zone of control. I never thought I'd say that, but yeah, I can't move my units forward. Okay, we're pushing through a little bit now, though. That's better. Oh, reinforcements. Reinforcements are now arriving. Oh, this is good. Oh, as the enemy troops rearrange themselves, we've got 12 turns left. I own half the map, but I feel like I don't own enough of that. think I just underestimated the sheer speed we would need to have when completing this. If I take past, my units are going to heal. So can I take advantage of that? Yeah, it sort of answers my question, really. We're going to attack this city and take it first. Move you to that, move you to that, move you that. Go 1 attack and then 2. No, it doesn't quite do it, but luckily I have a Hatorai ready to rush round the edge. Perfect. Now we're up to Tuza. Okay, decent amount of truth movement there, but we can get 1 attack with the hoplite, 1 attack with the catapult, and then finish it off with this unit. And as you can see, we have Immortals. Haha, now they've got a ranged attack, but they are actually stronger in close combat, so something to remember. Let's kill this archer quickly, and that frees up this route between the cities, and means I can bring that unit in. Lovely. Be great though if Alexander, you actually did something to help that sieging. So that'll be next turn that happens. That's great. Move the units forward. I'm tempted just to actually send my Hattori through with Alexander to clear the way, but actually thinking about it, I might need to kill this Immortal first, proving slightly problematic. Yeah, let's just do that. Perfect. This general is there. Alexander can make his way to the front line again, although it doesn't need to because the movement's so good. I think we can get to Pura pretty easily. Oh, I didn't move the Immortal out, but it's okay because I can still buy myself another unit. Oh no, hang on. Which city's this? The encampment's pillaged. Whoops. Can't buy anything in that city this turn. No worries. I think Ray was a decent city to buy something in as well. What's going to be... yeah, just my unique unit. It's too good. Just balancing between those two. I can actually buy... Can I buy... No, I can't buy Immortals, can I? I keep forgetting that rule. You get your units. What you get is all you get. You need to be grateful and happy for what you've got. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Hennis, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!